What's up?
Hi, guys. Welcome to another segment of Straight No Chaser Talk. And today I'm really excited because I've got some really special people joining me, some people that I've known for years, some people that I've come to know on social media because they are really passionate about sports. They're very knowledgeable about sports. And we're going to dive right into it. You know, this show is for fans, for fans. We're jumping right into it, and we're going to give it to you straight no chaser. So, guys, you know how we do. If you got your favorite libation, make sure you put them up, raise them. We're toasting. We're giving it to you straight no chaser.
Water.
Water. Mr. Healthy over there. Okay. So, right now, the hot button topic is The Last Dance, the documentary put together by Michael Jordan. We just finished watching episodes 7 and 8. There's a lot of content that's been built up through these first 8 sessions. We're just going to go around briefly. If you had to describe the documentary in one word, what would be that word that you would use to describe it and why? Let's start with Ken. I love your insight, brother.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. If I could say one word to describe it, man, it would just be just riveting, because I'm locked in so much on the intricacies of what happened behind the scenes of those championship seasons, man. It's like I haven't watched any series like this, man, since The Wire. So, you know, every Sunday I'm on it, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's got me locked in.
Let me just pause right there. Anytime we can make reference to The Wire, it's always a good point for me. Yeah. Anytime we can reference, see, you want to be one way, it's the other way.
Right.
Oh, man. Big Frenchie, one word to describe the series and why.
Well, I'm surprised a lot of this stuff that's going on. We about Michael's talent is unreal. I mean, just to revisit that all over again, see the way that dude moves, sport, man, all good to see. I'm more surprised. What kind of teammate he is, and not going to tolerate it. I guess we'll get.
You know what, Francois, we're breaking up just a little bit. I don't know if you might be further away from the call. Okay. Yep, sounds good. And if you guys have anything going on in the background, you can just mute it until it's time for you to hear your thoughts. Paul, the newest latest. What are your thoughts? What's your word to describe The Last Dance?
I think it's outstanding. It's outstanding for a couple of reasons. The main reason is that being in Chicago, being old enough to have witnessed all of it, the Detroit battles, all the way through all 6 championships, and you think you have an idea of who Michael Jordan is. We all know about the dedication. We know about the game. Everybody who knows anything about basketball has, watched this game and can kind of sort of dissect it. But I have to admit, going behind the scenes has been a little bit more telling, and I can understand why he said that after the series is over, some people might actually change their opinion about him a little bit.
Do you think that people will change their opinion for good or for worse?
I think, it's a catch-22. Some people will look at it and say it's, for worse, but as a player, it's undeniable that has not changed. As a player, he's still Michael Jordan. But you can see, since it's behind the scenes, that he's fallible just like everyone else.
Right.
He's emotional, and if you think about it, when we watched him play ball, we've never really, except for the fiery disposition when he plays, we've never really seen Michael Jordan be emotional except for the moment that he won his first championship after his father passed. Right. We saw that. But I think everybody's had this impression that Michael Jordan was this machine, and you didn't lose that with this series. It's just that you saw the other side of the equation in terms of why he does what he does and things like that. But yeah, I think it's good and bad. It all depends on, how you interpret it.
Okay, fair enough. Big Frank, what are your thoughts? One word to describe the series and why.
One word, GOAT.
GOAT, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, GOAT. Just, man, it just remind me. I mean, it just brought back the memories of watching him live, and to see his passion for it. Like most Team Jordan, we already knew he was an asshole. We already knew he wasn't a great teammate. We already knew that. So it's not surprising. But just to see but just to get the behind look and to see his passion is still there. And just, I mean, I don't know, man. When I watch it now, I still get hyped up. Like I wasn't a Jordan fan until the Cleveland shot.
Okay.
And he told the Cleveland fan, bye bye. Hey man, he did that. Hey man, I'm being real. Before that, I always thought Jordan was scoring 40 points. I mean, shoot, he shot 70 times. So you ought to get 40 points. But when he hit that last shot and he waved bye bye to the Cleveland fans, I went down because I was staying in Phoenix. I went down to Phoenix court and I started hooping. And like ever since then, I've been team man Jordan.
All right, so let me just say this real quick. Frank, I hear what you're saying, but I'm obligated to say something positive because that Bulls jersey is very combustible. If you say something bad about Mike, that shit is gonna burst in the flames on your back.
Yes, it is.
But make sure you're positive.
Started on that.
Bulls jersey gonna spontaneously combust on your back, so make sure.
No, man, I'm all good, baby. Hey, man, St. Jordan here.
All right, Derek Anderson.
For me, it's truth telling.
Truth telling, okay.
Mike, he was right. Everybody know Mike is a butthole, but to the extent of how much he is a butthole, it's ridiculous, and it's a little, for me, it's different because I've always fought bullies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I see him and I see the stuff he do, it just bring me back to my life and fighting bullies. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I've never liked people that act like that. So now my feeling towards Mike is even a little worse. Now on the court, I just can't take, you cannot deny. Like, I can talk as much garbage as I want to, and I say that Kareem is the GOAT. But Michael Jordan ain't no less than 2. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know
if he ain't the GOAT, he number 2. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing with him. So,
hold that thought. Let me pause you here because we're gonna get into GOAT conversation a little bit later.
Are we really?
Yeah.
We get into okay.
We're gonna get into what is the GOAT? What makes the GOAT? So
well,
we need a little bit of time for that conversation later.
All right.
So for me, when I look at I call it the Michael-mentary. It's not a documentary, it's a Michael-mentary.
Right.
With a little bit of Bulls and other stuff thrown in there. But when I look at the Michael-mentary, the one word that comes to mind is unsure. Michael is still this enigma. Is he really the asshole or the a-hole that he comes off to be? Because you hear people that were in this inner circle that will swear by this man. But then I see things that happen to guys like Scott Burrell and Steve Kerr and Will Perdue and the incident that they had with Horace Grant on the airplane with him not being able to eat. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You hear these things and you believe that he's a good person, but really, are we able to separate Michael, the ball player, from Michael, the man? And I know that as I look around social media, that's been a huge topic of discussion. And no matter what people's perception of him off the court, his on the court sometimes has allowed people to look past those transgressions, look past those faults. And is that fair? So